Hey guys, Fiberbone2 here, and it is Friday, so you know what that means. More Let's Play Digimon World 4 and TGIF. That's all I have to say about Friday. In the last video, we, finished up whatever we had to do in Death Valley, defeated Apocarimon, saved the DSG from the X-Virus, and now we have access to the Drylands. So in this video we're going to explore a little bit of the Drylands. I'm not sure if we're going to do anything extra with the Drylands for now, but I'm thinking at the moment no. So without further ado, let's begin. We went here for a brief moment in Death Valley, just to get some treasures, but now this is the whole shebang. And we have some new faces. Like, look at that Tyrannomon. Completely not a copyright of, what's it called? Of the Guomon. Alright. Explanation number 7. I might just show all these. This is Chief Leomon. This is a desert area, but we still can't contact the home server. Even if we head back the way we came, we'll be attacked by infected Digimon. We'll continue to move forward. Alright, so now that we saved Leomon, I can explain this. Throughout Leomon's travels, you find all of these, and these pretty much tell you of his progress that he made through all his, wacky adventures. And the first enemies we see off the bat are these Mummymon, and I'm going to show something off. If you hit them with fire of any sort, it's the worst possible idea you could ever have. You hit them, and they catch on fire. And that's just gonna make fighting them a lot more harder than it really needs to be, because it also, not only does it hits them, but not only does it set them on fire to where they can attack you even harder, it makes them strong. Makes them strong. Not only does it make it stronger, but it's hard to get a good close up on them, especially if you're like me and you like to use close range weapons. Now these enemies take quite a bit of time to kill, because unless you take them out unless you take enough of their HP on the first few tries, if every time you knock them down after they lose a bit of health, they'll just keep coming back up, and you have to take them down 3 times. And okay, I'm gonna show one thing off, and that's probably gonna take up a big chunk of this video. And what I want to show off is, those experience scammers I like to call them? Well, guess what? Oh, never mind, I'm thinking something else. Here's another enemy, I believe they're called Scorpionmon. And as you can see, there's just an endless rain of these. So not only does this optimize level grinding and grinding for items and whatnot, but it's good, but it gets really annoying. I'm just gonna kill off a bunch of these just to get experience. Now they're just gonna keep coming. I believe there's I never counted them. I never have the time to count them. I don't have the patience to count how many of these enemies are there. Okay, let me talk about their attacks. They have 2 kinds of attacks. They have the whole shoot this acid stuff at you, and they also attack with their claws. That's about it. So, every time I do this, no matter what level you are, ultimately around this area of level, not only will you get good items, but there's also the off chance where you can just, not only get, you can get some items and skill up, but you can get 1, 2, maybe even if you're lucky, 3 level ups off of this. So like I said, this is a great way to level grind, and if I'm going to do any level grinding before I go inside a dungeon or something, this is probably the most optimal way of doing it. And this would probably take 5 to 10 minutes if you keep continuing to do this. And if I were to do that, that would take up the whole video. And since I don't plan to do that, I'll do it on my own free time, but it's just ridiculous on how to do this. It's great for leveling up, like I said before, but they keep coming and coming and coming. and let's say you don't have enough health up items, like healing items or whatever, this could be a real pain. This is a huge, humongous pain. Alright, so what you want to do to get rid of them once and for all is either, yeah, you can spend the whole time to kill them all, get a bunch of experience out of it, you know, all that stuff. But since it takes me 2,000 experience to level up, this little monument is what's bringing them up. And if you destroy it, they'll stop spawning. Of course, the ones that are already out, they're just gonna keep coming as is. But that's your typical enemy. And afterwards, you can just kill them off right there. Alright, so up here are some turrets. Up here is something we can't get to yet, but of course if we activate a switch, it'll let us through, obviously. But we don't have to go there for quite a while, so we're not going to worry about it. It's just, let's leave that for the side. We are going to need to go back there later on, just not at the moment. Okay. Alright. Double rapier. Rapier. What do you want to say? More Mummymon. Alright, so of course these enemies match the theme very well because mummies in the desert are, you know, the general theme. And, okay, so it's not just like oh, and there's Tyrannomon. Now Tyrannomon right now is kind of like the Ogremon of the Drylands, in a sense. It's the biggest thing you can fight in the outside world, besides the bosses themselves, but they have a lot of HP, and they have 2 types of attack. There's the whole attack you with my claws attack, which, you know, standard attack, and then there's the, he breathes fire, which can hit you up to twice if you don't guard. Which can be a real pain, like everything in this game. Everything in this game is just a real pain sometimes. Alright, sometimes. Spirit chip, because we know we need a little bit of spirits. And, you know what? I lied. I said we weren't going to go in the dungeon, but since it's right over there. And since we're like right at it, what the heck, we might as well go in it, right? Get started on something. Because there's not a whole lot to explore at the moment. I love this petty mind. I never knew, like I said before, I never knew Digimon could do it. Because I used Ghoulmon whenever I played this game. Because honestly, out of the 4 Digimon, Ghoulmon's my favorite. Agumon's okay, Doraemon's cool, and Veemon's pretty cool, but out of all of them, Ghoulmon has to be my favorite. Okay, so there we go. You know what? I might not even just waste my time killing all these Mummymon, because these things they're pretty much like the Gaborimon in this place. Alright, the first place we're going to go to is the first dungeon, which is the Sand Labyrinth. Which is pretty straightforward. It's like a giant maze. Oh, here we go. When you enter this dungeon, or most dungeons, you will get the curse. And, I believe the curse, like, you can't just rapidly mash A like you usually could. It takes a bit of time. It slows you down. It lowers your speed a lot. That's pretty much what I'm saying. And there's no way to get rid of this curse forever. You'll have to bear with it for the whole dungeon. But it's not really that much of a hinder. It's not really hindering me too much. But if you like have low speed as is, they'll just lower your speed even more. Which you want to come highly prepared with speed in this dungeon because the curse will hinder you a lot. Alright, so side doors are open and nothing new except for a bunch of Mummymon. And I think that the Death Valley took 12 videos to do, but I think this is going to take even longer than that because this is a heck of a place. The enemies take pretty long to kill. It's kind of like the creators of the game just added one little thing to just stall the time for not only LPers but for anybody who's trying to play the game through. Because I remember when I first tried these Mummymon, I thought they were indestructible, but because I could never kill them, and since I don't have the greatest patience in the world, honestly, I don't. My patience is very little. It takes forever for me to just be like, oh hey, I actually have to keep hitting him in order to kill him. And they do die eventually. You also want to come in here with high attacks, so that way the faster you deal heavy damage to them, the quicker it will be to die, or for them to die. I might have to do some level grinding off screen, but no problem. Okay, here's another gimmick for most of the dungeons here. Oh, also, if the Mummymon go to the torches, they will set on fire. And the best thing to do is either get an ice power chip and just hit him with it, or if you're Doremon, just shoot him with your ice. It won't do much damage, obviously, but it's a great way to, get rid of their fire. Okay, so in order to do this one, you have to activate both switches, and this thing produces the Mummymon. So just like the what's it called? The little monument that spawns those little scorpion. I'm not sure if I'm gonna call them Scorpionmon, but those scorpions, these are what helps produce the Mummymon. And you can take them all out. Again, great for level grinding and whatever, but the thing won't be destroyed. You still have to go out there and manually destroy it, but it's a great way to level grind. So this place is pretty much your level up field. No matter what level you are, you will get a couple level ups in at least one dungeon, or if you were to go through the whole Drylands, you will get a bunch of level ups. I estimate by the time we're done with this, we should be at level 30. Okay. And these guys, and you might want to, and every time you go into a new area, obviously, you might want to stock up on some health discs, because of course that's going to save your life. Plus, since you're cursed, I believe it lowers all your stats, not just your speed. It's just, the most noticeable thing is your speed. I believe it lowers all stats. Maybe someone will comment about it, but yeah, it lowers. But I think it lowers all your stats, which makes, except for attack, maybe just speed and defense, whatever. But it still weakens you pretty bad. And of course, you'd want to get rid of this, but like if you were to use like a recovery, a antidote, I'm not sure if that's what it's called. It's not going away. You're not getting rid of this anytime soon. I believe there is a way to get rid of it. I'm just not thinking about it right now. Ah, god dang it. Okay, see, this is... It's just like the first Temple of the Doom Dome. This is going to take a long time to complete. Or, first floor of the Doom Dome. I believe this is 2 floors, but it's just going to be very long and very slow paced. Let's get the map. Alright, so... Okay, we can't carry any more items. No Dino Tube, and no Achilles board. Let me see if any of my items have mods on them. Alright, let's see. Power metal's obviously not. Oh, what? Oh, I have an element core that has a mod on it. But I want a brave core with at least 2 mods on it, so that way I can... Because I like the brave core. It helps you... It raises your stats up. Not your stats, but your health up, and that's what I need right now, health. Health and attack are my main priorities right now. Okay, so 15 minutes in the video. I had the same problem with my last video, which was 21 minutes, and I ended up uploading it on what's it called? No, not Saturday. Oh, new enemy, the Minotaurmon. I'll explain them in a bit. The gimmick with not the gimmick, but what was I gonna say? Forget it. Minotaurmon. Minotaurmon are dark. The really only dark creatures that you find. And once you knock them down the first time after you deal a lot of health, they'll go to try to drink out of that gourd. And in that gourd, I guess it's some kind of magic water that that strengthens their missiles and strengthens itself up. I'll show it off. Like, let me hold on. Like you see, they have standard missiles right now. And if I hit them enough, go ahead, drink your water. See, they'll drink their little water potion thingy. And then, not only will they get stronger, they'll start shooting actual darkness at you. So if you're going to use a power metal of any type against Minotaurmon, the one thing you don't want to use is darkness. It doesn't heal them, but it isn't strong against them either. Oh, this is the thing that heals your HP and MP. Yeah, see? We're a little faster now, but as soon as we step out of it, it gets rid of the curve, so... You know what? Okay. Either this is going to be the first video in October, or it's going to be it's going to be the first video uploaded in October. I just know it. I'm going to upload it from my phone. I know it, and it's just going to say, "Hey, it's uploading." It uploaded like at midnight or something, because it uploads while I sleep, which is very unique, which is very good in my favor, I guess. But it just takes a little longer than I want. So either this will be uploaded tonight, or it'll be the first video of October. So, thank you for watching. This is Fiberbone2 signing out. And in the next video, we'll cover the rest of the second floor of the Sand Labyrinth. Later, guys.